get into books and we go behind the scenes and explore the real definition and meaning of what the book means. So, before we get into it, please make sure to like and subscribe and to turn on notifications. And let's go in. Today, we're going to be exploring Picnic at Hanging Rock by Joanne Lindsey. See you there. Imagine this. It's a sunny Valentine's Day in the year 19,000. A group of girls from a fancy boarding school goes on a picnic to a huge strange rock formation called Hanging Rock. They eat cake, read poems, and relax in the sun. It seems like a perfect day, but then something happened. 3 girls and one of their teachers go off to explore the rock, and they vanish. No one knows where they went or what happened. That's the story behind Joanne Lindsey's famous book, Picnic at Hanging Rock. It's been confusing and fascinating the readers for over 50 years. It feels more like a spooky legend than a regular novel. And the weirdest part? The book never tells us what really happened. Today, we're going to explore the mystery, the strange setting, and why not knowing the answers makes the story even more powerful. Let's talk about the schoolgirls that came from Appleyard College. It's very strict. The girls wear tight clothes called corsets, following strict schedules, and are watched closely by their headmistress, Miss Appleyard. Everything is about rules and being proper. Now, think about Hanging Rock. It's the opposite. It's wild, ancient, and doesn't care about human rules. It's been around for millions of years. Joanne Lindsey describes it as a place that makes you forget about normal human stuff. During the picnic, things start to feel strange. The heat is intense, bugs are buzzing, and the rocks look weird. Even watches stop working at exactly noon. It's like the rock has its own kind of time. The clash between the school's order and the rock's wildness is what makes the story so interesting. Wait, hold up. If you haven't, please make sure to like and subscribe. Today, this video is brought to you by Hillel Academy. It's an amazing school and the sponsors of the video. If you haven't already, enroll today. Make sure to turn your notifications on and make sure the subscribe button is gray. Now, back to the thing. So here's what we know. 4 girls named Miranda, Emma, Marian, and Edith go to explore the rock. Edith comes back screaming and confused. The others, plus their teacher, Miss McCraw, are gone. People search everywhere, but no one can find them. The rest of the book isn't about solving the mystery. It's about how everyone reacts. The school starts falling apart. Parents pull their kids out. People get scared and suspicious. Imagine how bad that would be for the school. Then a week later, Irma is found alive, but she doesn't remember anything. Her hands are scratched, but her feet are clean. Strange, right? Her return just makes things more confusing. Everyone wants answers, but there are none. And that drives people to desperate things. So why is this story so powerful? Because the author never tells us what happened. That makes us think harder and come up with our own ideas. So instead of just being handed the answer, you actually have to think. And I think that makes it really good for when you want to have discussions, because you can come up with your own scenarios about what you think happened. Some people think it was a crime. Maybe someone was hiding under a rock and attacked them. There are 2 boys, Michael and Arbor, who saw the girls that day, and people suspected them for a while. Others believe something magical happened. Maybe the rock is a portal to another world. Miranda, one of the girls, is described like an angel. She even says everything begins and ends at exactly the right time and place. Maybe she was meant to disappear. Another idea is that the girls were escaping. They're tired of the rules and wanted freedom. The rock represents nature and freedom, and they chose to become a part of it. The cool thing is the book supports all of these ideas, making it likely, but it does not confirm any about solving the mystery. It's about how mysterious things can be. powerful, and scary. Here's something crazy wild. Joanne Lindsey originally wrote a final chapter that explained everything in it. The girls find a strange hole in space and see a lizard with a woman's head. Miss McGraw takes off her corset and transforms. It is super weird and almost sci-fi like, but her publisher told her to leave it out. And that was a smart move. Without the chapter, the story says mysteries and haunting. The missing chapter was published later, but most people agree it's better without it. The mystery is what makes the book unforgettable. In the end, Picnic at Hanging Rock really sticks with you. It's about how nature can be wild and scary, and how people try to control things they don't understand. This book starts by saying it's a dream within a dream. That's exactly how it feels. The girls walked into Hanging Rock and never came back. And because we never find out why, they stay lost in our minds forever.
Hold up, are you liked and subscribed? Make sure that the red subscription button goes from red to gray. Have notifications turned on for every day. And check weekly because we have new uploads. See you later.
Let's break down the mystery to see what else we can find. So, out of the suspects, or characters, we have Michael Fisper. He was the one who found Irma, and he became deeply obsessed with the girls. Now, we have Miss Appleyard. She was the strict headmistress of the school. This was Sarah Wyberth, who some people might call a blessing in disguise. She got in trouble with Miss Appleyard, and then therefore Miss Appleyard told her she couldn't go on the trip. Greta McCraw. This one is a very suspicious one, as she came and she was a math teacher, and yet she still insisted on going with the girls. Then we have Edith, Miranda, Maria, and Irma. These are the victims. Irma was found a week later, and these were the other standard buyers. Irma. She was found 1 week after the incident occurred of the girls going missing. She was found without a corset, which is what she was wearing. After 1 week, she still had her fingernails clean, which makes it unlikely since the rock is very dirty. Dirt would probably get under them. And she had amnesia, which means she doesn't remember. And that begs the question. Is she telling the truth about not remembering? Why was her corset missing? And just why? It just doesn't make sense. Now let's move on to our next character. Next person, Michael Fitzherbert. What do we know about him? He was very eager to find the girls. Maybe he wanted to tell them something first, but who knows? He was the one who found Irma. Is it that he already knew where she was? It's just, how did he get to her first? And he saw something very disturbing. Could it be something, first he was so eager to help them, but he saw something that changed them? What are some of the questions we have? Why did he become so obsessed about this? And what did he see up there that disturbed him and traumatized him so much? It truly is a mystery. Next person, Greta McCraw. She was a math teacher. Why did she need to go up to the rock? Her reasons for going up were very weird and strange. She was very close. She didn't really tell you anything, which makes her a very strange suspect. Next person, Sarah Wyburn. She was devoted to Miranda. Why did she not? Did she get in? She also got in trouble by Miss Appleyard and was not allowed to go with the other girls. Did she know something and didn't want to go? Was it suicide when she died in the greenhouse? Just why for everything? Now, let's go on to the theories. This is where everything took place and where the rock. This is where everything took place and where the whole story is planted. This is where Irma was found. This is where all the girls went missing. This is the origin of the story. Now guys, this is a quote from Miranda. Everything begins and ends at exactly the right time and place. Quoted by Miranda. It really makes you think, almost like it was planned. Could that be one theory of what happened? But then the challenging part is there is no evidence. But if you look back, that makes everything that I said earlier make you question and think, which really makes the book so interesting. Thank you, and join us for our next episode. Thank you. I think our work is done here, fellow detectives. Thank you, detectives. That was really an amazing work you did there with the board and all. It was so cool and creative. Now, you guys didn't think I'd let you guys off so easy. I now have an assignment for you to do. You need to go, and I would like you to come and read the story. And then after, I want you to put in the extra chapter. I want you to come put in the comments if you think it was good, how people could have improved it, and then after, write your own story and put in the comments. The best one will have its own separate video for us. Thank you for joining us and have an amazing day. This is Behind the Scenes.